What's up, guys? I noticed that my coil was a bit burnt and the juice is getting low. So I figured I would show you guys, at least from from me who's been vaping for a little bit, the best way to replace a coil. All you really need is the vape juice, some stuff for the juice, whether you're taking out and stuff, and a new coil. So let's get to it. So first, you're just going to take this off. There is some juice in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and just dump the juice out and get this coil out. Random hair. Okay, juice dumped out. Now the only thing we need to do, take some of this tissue. Not all vapes leak real bad, but there does come a time where they might, and they'll create like juice in here. So what you want to do is just take yourself some paper and just kind of clean out the inside. As you can see, it gets dirty because of pocket lint and stuff like that. So you just wipe it out, clean it to the best of your ability. If I had it with me, I would also use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to get this all cleaned out and stuff like that. Want to make sure that these prongs are not poked in either, because if these prongs aren't up like this, the contact won't work, and so like when you hit this, it just won't do anything. So after that, same thing goes for this. You want to just take some tissue, clean it out pretty good. All that old juice in there sitting and stuff, it's good to clean it out every once in a while. Take care of that. Another piece of tissue. This most tips come off like this, so you'll be able to clean this as well, especially because your lips touch it. You definitely want to make sure that this stays clean too, especially for the heavy users. Okay, get that nice and clean. Same for the inside of this part. Same thing. Just want to make sure you get all that juice gunk out of there. Not tasting the old vape juice with your new. Okay. Then you can just put that back in. Added thing, you could always run it under water and stuff. I'm not going to do that today, but if you do run it under the water and do it that way, just make sure that you completely let this dry out, because you don't want water mixing with your vape juice. Today I'm actually using Red's Apple. I love this brand. Their flavors are usually so good. I love them to death. Alright, so what you're going to do now is get your towel here. Here's your coil. Get this out. If you ever want to know what wattage your coil is, it usually is either on the side, right there, or at least it'll tell you what kind of coil it is. This one being a geekvape P series. But with geekvape, they're always going to be on the bottom. Here is the sub-ohm number, and here is the wattage number. This one goes up to 70, which means that's the max of what I could vape it on. In order to prime the coil, what you do is you take your juice, and each side has its own little white window. What you do is you drop one drop on each window. Helps with the coil saturating and accepting that juice. Okay. When it's all the way around, you can get your tank. And these ones are simple. I know some you have to screw in. This one you do not. You can just pop that bad boy in there. Just want to make sure there's no juice on the bottom there. Make sure it's fully secure. Undo this top thing. Take your juice, and then on the side hole, you just fill her up. Alright. And normally, we suggest for people to let it sit for at least up to a minute. Make sure that, that coil saturates. But one thing that also helps is whenever you get to your vape, you want to make sure that you run it on a lower wattage than what you were running it before. So normally I start around 10. I put the top back on, and when it asks if it's a new coil, I just hit yes, and right now it's on 10. I'll take a puff of it on 10, I'll up it to 15, take a puff, 20, take a puff, until I reach my desired level. But that is, in short, the best way to change a coil for mostly all vapes. RDAs, RTAs, they have their own thing going on, but at least sub-ohm tanks, that's one of the best ways to change a coil and have that break-in. You're not having to wait so long for that juice to soak up. You can just start on a low wattage, hit it, go up to more, hit it, all good. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining me. I figured I would share that in case anybody needed to know. Love you guys.